How's everyone feeling today? Let's
Pumped up,
go.
pumped up.
Let's go. Love it.
We're good, man.
This has been a heavy lifting season, but it's been one of those foundation building, I'd say, quarters that I feel like we've gotten more accomplished on the surface than probably any other point in the past 2 years,
I
right?
mean, we can definitely feel the shift, bro.
It's coming, bro. It's coming. Like we got two LOIs on two multifamily apartment buildings out right now. Jason's been freaking beast moding it with running those acquisitions. So we're just right now we're in conversation stages. We're waiting on one's supposed to turn to formal PSA. But the multifamily space is a little bit newer for us as a network, as a community, right? We've been pushed into it the past 8 months since the single family market has shifted a little bit. But holy cow, like you could just feel like the gravitational pull is happening. So as we open up today's meeting, guys, I want to press in about the importance of mindset and mastering the inner game. So Nick, one of our sales guys and our community success specialist, cued me into the inner game. And so yesterday I was getting some ink done. I got some fresh ink that I was getting done. I just put the headphones in, and for like 3 hours, I was just listening, meditating on it. And the book is based around like tennis, the game of tennis, and mastering the inner game instead of mastering the fundamentals and trying to make sure that your shot and your serve and your form is perfect. It's talking about mastering the inner game. And that goes for anything else in life. It's the craziest thing. I feel like it's almost like a spiritual journey, right? When we try, and same thing with like shooting a basketball, same thing with closing a real estate deal. When we're trying to force the process, we're trying to hustle and push and pry and force the deal across the finish line, things usually don't turn out in our favor, right? But then on the other side of the spectrum, if we're just like sit around, and I can just like think about it, dream about it, and success is going to come, well, same thing. Success is not going to be in our favor. But there's a very fine line between like forcing the process and non-action, right? And that's found inside of the inner game. That's found between our two ears. And so the more that we can get in a daily routine of mindset, reading, meditation has been one of the most empowering, life-changing things that I've implemented into my daily practice that I've seen more fruit in reality, right? Because meditation has a way of quieting the mind so that you can open up the palette, right? Open up for a blank canvas to receive new information, new ideas, and you can execute at a higher level. It's the weirdest thing. I'm telling you, like being able to shut off the conscious mind, right? The decision-making factors where we're in control and figuring out how to tune that out so that we can listen to our higher self, so that we can turn on the unconscious mind, right? And some people say that opens you up to, like Napoleon Hill says in Think and Grow Rich, but infinite intelligence, right? How do you tap into a force greater than yourself? And that's found by mastering the inner game. So
That's
it's one
true.
of those
True.
things, guys. Like mindset,
Definitely. Bro.
obviously, everything we talk about, we start with mindset, building the foundation, right? Because internally, the spirit that we step into life, business, relationships is the same spirit that grows, right? And once we master, there's old saying, if the if there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm, right? But as we learn to master ourselves in our inner game and get rid of old patterns of thinking, limiting beliefs, things that hold us back, those voices in our head that tell us we'll never be good enough or can't do this. Once you learn to like quiet those voices, there's something inside of you that starts to wake up. And it's the craziest thing. I really can't explain it, right? But how does someone go from broke to wealthy, right? Or straight uh, ex-convict to millionaire or apartment owner, any of this? It all comes down to what you believe, right? Because if you believe something in your heart, it's already yours. So if we get nothing out of the rest of this call, the training, the strategy, the application, I implore you guys to figure out what you need to do to tap into that inner game, to talk to your inner self, to quiet all the voices in the crowd so that you can learn, sit still, and listen, right? And then with the listening, surround ourselves with a network and a community of people who all share a common mission and a common vision. That's where we're going. The whole foundation of this network is building together a powerhouse network, right? Where, again, we share common vision, common mission, and we move together as a unit. We take these strategies, we learn, we implement, we fail, but every time we fail, we get a little bit better, right? And we get back up and we keep on moving. And as we're slowly pushing the needle forward, right? It's not a get rich quick, microwave our way to success game, right? Some people are going to get quick wins in real estate, but I'm going to tell you, even if you have a 7-figure year in this game, we haven't reached, we're not ultra wealthy, right? Because that 7 figures, when you account for overhead and anything else, it's in the bank account, right? But it can go back out just as quickly, right? So the stairway to success, guys, we gotta master the inner game in order to play the long game.